Hello. Small hours of the morning still. Time for some Jeffen interaction, I think. Batalyx, and I've not played this for years. So, be prepared for absolute rubbishness. Okay, if I press fire I get that. Right, do I need to change the joystick? Okay, I don't know. No, there we go. Right. So far it looks a bit like a fancy version of Attack the Mutant Camels, doesn't it? Bear with us. I'll just do this one first. And it doesn't move quite the same way, and they're firing Bonios of Doom. Which, if you played Sheep in Space, you'll recognise from that. And probably many others as well, really, when I think about it. But you don't actually have lives. See that multicoloured bar at the bottom? You have a timer with which to try and complete 5 or 6 sections of the game, and this is one section. Oh, I just realised one of those camels has got away. Let's get him over here. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. And it's red. There we go, it's dead. So now we go into warp. And then flying through warp space. Very similar to the original, but not quite so dangerous, I don't think. And we're down here. And you see now we've got a quarter of an icon showing. Excuse me. And here we go. And we just start laying into them again. You can't fling yourself around quite the same way as in the original. But you don't die instantly when you're shot. Which leads to me being very slapdash, rather than actually taking care. As you can see by the way I'm ricocheting between the camels. And where is he? There he is. There's no real urgency to dodge the bullets. That's one of the problems, but makes it a nice relaxing shooter. There we go. How many more we got to get? 4 more camels to get. And then we'll move on to a different section. And red and dead. There we go. Red being the last colour they changed on the radar. So he should be dead now. There we go. There we go. Let's get going. So watch that little pink icon down there, pretty much in the middle of the screen at the bottom. And dodging the Bonios of Doom. Oop, well, didn't dodge that one too well. Oh, here we go. See, I've now got 2 there. But let's have a go at a different section, shall we? There we go, section 3. You are on the back of a camel now, one that's joined your side, or is a friendly camel, I'm not sure. And you've got this droid that follows you around in the sky, and you're chasing these phosphines, I think, that you are going to use to activate Iridis Base, which is that pyramid over there with the Eye of Horus on it that you are stomping towards, and you are trying to battle the enemies in order to, well, unlock stuff. Now, it might look like, what the hell is going on? But you see that little 3x3 grid? That basically just tells you, move the joystick left, move the joystick right, to move the character up and down, left and right, to chase the phosphines and activate stuff and things like that. But all you need to worry about is pushing the joystick, it's like rhythm action game, in the direction that it says to, top left, top right, that sort of thing. Fire if the middle bit's lit up. And you just go through this chasing the phosphines by just responding as quickly as possible to what it tells you to press. This one is distinctly easier if you do it earlier in the game. As the timer runs out, see it's almost down to pink now, stand by for sequence trace. So that's the first bit done, I think, there. We've got to do this several times before we get to the pyramid. But yeah, depending on which games you're good at and which games you're bad at, you can choose to play the ones you find hard first when they're easier, and the ones you're okay at last when they're a bit more of a challenge, but you're okay with that. That gives you a little choice there as to how you want to tackle the games. I could have sworn I turned stroboscopics off, but it seems to be flickering like crazy here, so sorry about that. Try to concentrate on just the little 3x3 grid. He says, not knowing whether that's actually any better or not, but that's the only bit that I'm looking at. 2 phosphines remaining. Does that mean I've got to do this sequence? Or does that mean I've almost ballsed it up? Oh, I got a little icon. Don't know what that means. I'm not sure an Xbox pad's the best joystick for this. Phosphine's lost sequence failed. That's probably not a good thing, is it? Stand by for sequence trace. Yes? Ooh, I lost one already. And of course, the longer you take on a level, the less time you've got, so the next level is going to be tougher. So you wonder whether, oh, shall I knock this on the head and have a crack at some of the other ones? Oh. Sometimes when there's a fire involved as well, even though I'm pressing it, it doesn't seem to register as quickly as you'd like. But then sometimes it registers a few hits very quickly, so that's quite nice. So I suppose it balances out, really. Oh dear. Phosphines lost. Damn. Oh, let's jump to another one, because I'm sure this one's not that thrilling to look at. Hey, look, it's Sippy the Ancipitl. And you're running along and changing the colours. Ooh, you don't want to fall down the holes. Changing the colours of the corridor that you're running along, not touching the walls. And you can change direction, change the bit you're on. But these things float around and they change the colours of the ground, which has different effects on you. But I think, if I remember, best tactic was just to clear out one whole level and then worry about, because if you coloured in a section, they can't do anything about it. Whoop, there we go. And then we just blitz along here and see. You can see on the radar down there, there's some blue ones coming up. I'm guessing they probably bounce you off to the other side, I think. I think if I'd have taken this one much later, I would have had a lot more enemies to deal with. There we go, lots of fun sprites being chucked about all over the place. They're already changing a few of the blocks a bit more now, aren't they? Oh yeah, that one changes your direction, yeah. Here we go, almost back. No, missed it. There, gotcha. Oop, jumped too soon. It's blimmin' star paws all over again, isn't it? Yeah, and you basically shoot by slowing down and flicking your sprites, your bullets around the place. Ooh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Ooh, that's not good. Let's get these 3 and then get sent backward. There we go. And hopefully that's the last one, but maybe I ought to jump just to be on the safe side. Oh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? I'm not sure what the bonus run's gonna do me here. Let's go back this way. I don't like the look of all those colours over there. And bonus run seems to be run around colouring without any enemies then. Seems a little deceptively relaxing. And looks like I've got one to try and get to there, but there's a gap and colours all on the side of it. But we shall see, I suppose. I wonder if it's quicker to turn back or to just keep going at this point. And right, so that flings me. Oh, yay! There we go. That was a bit close there. And I wonder if that bonus level wasn't really needed for anything, and you could have just died to skip it and get back to getting your icon pieces before it was too late. There we go. Ah, lovely. And how much more have we got here? Looks like they can't really get anything in front of me because I'm just shooting all the time, so looks like I'm... Oh, look, they turned one of the colours off. They've learnt a new trick. This is going to get irritating now. They're going to be turning them off all the time. Now I'm going to have to start paying attention and shooting the buggers. Right, there's one over here. Phew. Right, okay, I've got 3, so let's go and have a look at... yes, gravity, it bomb things. You are like, well, I suppose it's a bit like asteroids and things. You've got to shoot the things, and for each thing you get a little block down the side, down there. And I think if you crash, then you lose one, so you don't want to be crashing, you want to be shooting them rather than crashing into them. But you know what, I'm only moving left and right at the moment, because any more than that is a bit more than my mind takes at the moment, and yeah, this one ain't going to be happening, is it? Basically, you move by firing in the opposite direction to the way you want to go. So, and every time you fire, you get shunted away from the way you fired. So you've got to think where you want to fire and where you want to end up. And as you can see, that's not really working for me, is it? Let's see what else we got. I'll just drop there. Right. You select a pattern and you move it. And it acts like a conveyor belt, slowing the balls down. I think probably best to get them all moving the same way to start with, and then they're not going to get horribly lost. Oh look, that one's just moving that way now, so if I move the ball... Oh! Got him trapped there, so it's flashing to say I've got him trapped. Can I get it? Got him, but now I've got those stuck there by the side of it, so that's no bloody good, is it? Damn, lost him. Got him now. Can I get him? This flashing is nightmarish, isn't it? And that's with stroboscopics off. Oh, can I select this? Can I stop that going quite so fast? And let's see now. Where's he going to go? Alright, so when he goes that way, I need to turn it a bit more that way, I think. And probably up a bit notch. Wait for him to go. Oh, damn it. He got out. Right, he's stuck. get that going as well. What the hell? Can't touch the red because the red's got him. Oh well, he's got stuff there now. So that probably works better actually because it means I can move the red. That's a bigger area here. So I'm sure the best way is to get them at high speed, and then you can kind of see which kind of adjustments you need. Ah, gotcha! Just managed to catch them all there, so let's get a few of these moving. And then hopefully we can see how they move and what we need to do to stop the buggers. Let's shift that and see what happens there. Let's put a diagonal swing on that one. That's got him stuck, so I can't touch the reds. Which is annoying because they are right by it. And up and left. Gotcha. Can I do him now? Oh, got him as well. Stuck with the red though. Right, I've got him stuck there now instead. I can do a green, I can do a yellow is probably best I think. Let's turn that up a notch. That slows him down slightly there. And swing it to the right and it should stop him. Oh, not quite. A bit more. Come on, go up there. Go up there on the right. Down, right, up, no, come on. Oh, now they're getting out. Oh, they got stuck again though. Oh, and out again. This is the problem, you start getting them and then one last troublesome one and the other ones get away. Let's have a quick look at... Oh, look. This one you don't actually have to do anything. You just play around with the colours. It's a limited, stripped down version of Colour Space, I believe. I think it's a stripped down version. I never got Colour Space or Psychedelia. Never saw them in the shops. I would have had them otherwise. And you fiddle around with S, C and F1. Symmetry X. No, the symmetry is that way. Symmetry XY, so we get a whole kaleidoscope effect. And C colours, I'm guessing? Cursor speed. And so on and so forth. F1, what's that do? That changes the colour there. Ooh. Pretty. And symmetry again, quad. Who needs media center visualizations, eh? Or Cthulhu for DOS. Who remembers Cthulhu? Way before Winamp. Or was it a plugin for Winamp now? I forget. Anyway, it was a DOS MP3 player with very pretty graphics. But before that, we had this. And you just make yourself some nice pictures, and yeah. I would imagine people probably get stoned to this, don't they? And nothing. Let's go cursor speed again. What happens if we... Oh, you got 4 cursor speeds. Oh, that's fastest. Ooh! Let's put the quad on again. Symmetry, quad. Whew! All of a sudden I'm reminded of, like, Sentinel. It looked like the bit where I was lost in Sentinel. Which, admittedly, was most of Sentinel, wasn't it? But yeah, so that's that. Let's go back to... Let's see if I can get this at all. I doubt it when it's this close to the end, but there we go. don't know how many correct sections I'm supposed to do, or how badly you are before you lose them. Last game's last sequence failed. Right, come on then. I lost one already. And yeah, but you can jump between different sections whenever you want, and then just jump back to them. So it's really quite nice in that respect. And of course it looks really fancy. Every level's got its own distinctive look and doesn't feel like anything was skimped on. Although obviously you probably wouldn't have wanted to spend £10 just to play this sequence. But it's quite nice. And look, even got some Pink Floyd style. How can I be going when all I've got to do is look at the bloody grid and press the button? Yeah, anyway, the nice little rainbow effect extending into the borders. Nice little trick. Always nice when programmers worked out how to ignore the borders or put stuff in it or make it look like the borders weren't there, by cunningly designing the rest of the graphics on screen so it hid the border. Always nice to see little touches like that. Am I going to be able to activate Iridis Space? I don't know. 2 remaining. Damn. You're going to be so much quicker on these. I'm pressing it and it's not doing it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I can't really. Ooh, that was a nice little burst there. Oh, still lost it there at the end. It eventually chucks one that needs fire in with it, and it's just too slow to respond, it seems, on this pad. I don't know, it seems odd. Come on, we got to get this one. It'd be nice if it showed you where it thought you were pressing. So you could see if you're being horribly inaccurate or just too slow. Come on. Oh. I wonder if I can cheat by just wiggling the joystick around so it hits all the points eventually and just, oops. Is that gonna... Is this working as a technique? I don't know. Doesn't look like it, does it? Although I seem to have some strange icons down there on the left. Don't know what that's about. I wonder whether the D-pad might be better for this. Ooh, ooh. I think I picked this up in Boots, if I remember correctly. Strange I don't remember some of these things, isn't it? Yeah, let's, what else we got? We got that one, we got that one, we got that one, we got that one, we got that one. And you just jump between them like that. It's great. Let's have some more camel shooting. Because I can just sit here and take the bullets and sod it, because hell, I ain't going to be completing this now, am I? But we might as well play it till the end, until the timer runs out. Of course, one of the other things was, you know, for one load, if it took a quarter of an hour to load a game, this way you had 6 games before you had to reset and get bored of something else, you had a nice bit of variety for your load. You have to remember how long loading times were. It was a right pain in the bum, especially with a shonky tape deck that needed its heads realigned. Until you learned how to do it yourself. With a screwdriver and a blob of glue. And yes, of course, you had one of those fancy tape decks that had the head alignment screw and little readout to tell you whether it was aligned correctly. But I had original C2N tape deck, and then when that started cracking out, oh dear, I'm dead. I actually finally died. Where's your health in this then? Yeah, I had a C2N and I had an Altai copy, sort of cheap knockoff one, and I know it was cheaper. I think it was about 15 quid cheaper. I think it was about 50 quid for a C2N, and I think it was about 35 for one of these Altai ones. But yeah, the build quality wasn't great. It really did feel like cheap plastic. It worked though. It did work, to be fair. And the C2N was having trouble when I got that. But then I found out it was just head alignment, and there was nothing else wrong with it, and head alignment could be fixed yourself. So that's how I ended up with 2 tape decks. Actually, thinking about it, the Altai tape deck's not in my box of Commodore 64 stuff, so I don't know what happened to that. It might have been in the missing box with the Spectrum 128. I hope that turns up sometime, because I wonder how many other bits and pieces I'm missing. Like most of my Spectrum stuff, which was a Spectrum 128, not the grey Amstrad abominations, the black one with the heatsink on the side. And God knows what games I had for that. I know I had Star Strike and Star Strike 2. Oh damn. Oh, this doesn't bode well, does it? I think I had Shadow the Beast and Lemmings on Spectrum. So how pointless was that, you've got to wonder. Shadow the Beast on the Spectrum. It had the scrolling. Didn't really have the graphics of the Amiga version though, and that kind of was the only point in that game, wasn't it? But there we go. Maybe at some point I'll get the A500 down from the loft and see if we can get some stuff working there. That's the problem with the real Commodore 64 and real Amigas and things. They take up that much more space than a console or an emulator, don't they? And short of space around here as it is. As you can see by the amount of tap that I've got in this living room with games and consoles all over the place. Like setting up a desk somewhere to put a Commodore 64 onto. There. Right, you're gone. Last one. Can we get him? There we go, we got him. Let's get going. Let's see, can we get through this before time runs out? There we go. Come on. Am I getting anyone? Yes. No idea where my health is. Is it those dots just above the bonus level 1, camels level 5? Camels left 5, sorry. Because it's red now. Or is that the health of each of the camels? Maybe that's the health of the camels then, not the... I thought you just went by the colour on the radar. Maybe you do. Maybe that is my health. Oh, out of time. Luego terminado!